Hello, it's Sheppo. We're done with dancing, we're getting on to the whole levelling thing now. Mr. Pandaria. So, there's not really a lot to put out in terms of raiding. Raiding isn't open yet, and most people, including myself, aren't level 90 yet anyway, so we're not even looking at heroic content. But you're probably, like me, spamming dungeons like an absolute bastard. And really what you want to do, especially if you're picking random dungeons, is you want to get through those as quick as possible so you can start earning the most amount of XP per hour, I guess. Now a lot of you are probably running Beastmaster and probably running with a glyph and talent setup which is probably more focused at raiding and not really focused at like soloing and running dungeons and doing massive amount of AoE, which we'll show some massive amount of AoE a little bit later on. But let's just first quickly have a look at the talent spec I'm running with. The first couple of tiers are pretty useless. I mean, Spirit Bond, you know, Aspect Design, you can see it's personal choice. That's fine. I'm barely even using Murder of Crows at the minute. I think it's probably going to be really useful on heroic and raid bosses. But again, the other two, I don't know, maybe Blink Strike would be good, but I'm really not using Murder of Crows. It's just not worth the hassle. Things die too quickly at the minute. It's the level 60 tier. A lot of people are picking Dire Beast. I'm actually not, because I think Dire Beast is, again, not great when you've got a lot of mobs to burn down really quickly. It's on a 30-second cooldown. It's going to use a global cooldown. And I'm very lazy when it comes to doing DPS, I'll be honest with you. I'm much more a passive kind of person. Things that I'm going to get benefit like all the time rather than just for a short period of time. Maybe when I'm min-maxing on heroic raid progression, I'll look at using some on-use abilities more over passive. But for the time being, you know, for the waffling, I'm using Thrill of the Hunt. You have a 30% chance when you fire a ranged attack that costs focus or kill command to reduce the focus cost of your next 3 arcane shots or multi-shots by 20. And because I've got macros, I can't actually see how much arcane shot costs. Arcane shot costs 20, so that's 3 free arcane shots if you're doing single target. Multi-shot is that costs 40, so that's half the focus costs of multi-shot. Right, now I'm not entirely sure, but it feels like all of the multi-shots can proc Thrill of the Hunt. You know, if you've got 20 mobs to kill and you've got a 30% chance on each of those, if that's what it feels like. I'd have to do some log passing to actually have a look at that. But basically, when you're killing a lot of mobs, you're just going to be getting half-cost multi-shots the entire time. And it's pretty fucking awesome, if I say so myself. Right, the other thing I'm using, in terms of my glyphs, I'm not even using any of those slots there, but I am using Glyph of No Escape, which is an old survival talent. Increases the ranged critical strike chance of all your attacks on targets affected by your freezing trap by 20%. Again, that's pretty awesome. I'm all over that shit. Right, so I'm going to just show you a couple of areas where you could use that, and it's pretty awesome. And we're talking about dungeons here, so let's jump straight into that. Okay, so Stormstar Brewery, right at the start. The idea is you need to kill 40 Hosen. That's going to spawn the first boss. I think this is the first room here, maybe the second room. And really, you don't even need to tackle these mobs in this room. If you want, you can take them into the next room, which we're just going to go to now. But what our guild does, and if you're in a pug, make sure you kind of tell your healers and tanks before you do this, because they won't like you otherwise. But we're just going to pull everything right into the middle, and we're going to pop Explosive Trap down, we're going to pop Freezing Trap down, and for focus regen I'm just going to hit Rapid Fire as well. And then we're just going to unleash the multi-shot. Look at those numbers. Oh, it's beautiful. And look, I'll zoom in on the DPS meters, because that's the shit you really care about right there. And I'll be completely honest with you, I think it topped about 190k. And at this point I'm not level 90, I'm level 85. I've not gotten any new gear in Pandaria. I wasn't even fully best in slot at the end of Cataclysm, because we're a 10-man raiding guild and it's quite difficult to get some of those items. And to make matters worse, I'd actually taken my helm off, so I wasn't even getting the raiding 4 slot. So you should be able to massively out DPS me on this. It is very easily possible if you pull that entire room to just top nearly 300k consistently while you're AoEing those mobs down. I think the max I've managed is about 260 when I've got my traps down a little bit quicker, but still, it's pretty awesome. And that's why Thrill of the Hunt is better than Dire Beast. I think the other thing about the first 2 dungeons, at the very least, not so much in the later dungeons, but the first 2, there's quite a lot of examples where you can just kind of ignore trash. You can just pull a massive amount of this trash and AoE it down like absolutely crazy. And it is so beneficial if you're able to just speed that process up. And of course, if you're pulling massive amount of trash, which you're all earning a fair amount of XP, make sure that you've got like a rotation for your battle standard. So most guilds, I think, will probably have unlocked the 10% XP buff, but if you've all got that battle standard, or even the 15%, which would be better, then you can just keep that up for most, if not all of the time when you're focusing on these AoE packs, and it's just going to earn you more XP. You're going to level up a lot quicker. Okay, well, I'll see you next time. We're going to have some more, obviously some more hunter tips and whatnot. I'll see you next time.